Yeah, good evening and welcome, everybody. Silly Shill Show on the iNetwork, Saturday edition. And we have so much stupid in the vault, we don't even know what we're going into tonight. But we got a pack load of videos, and we're going to pick some absolute stupid and have some fun. So, Kevin, take us around. Who's here? What are we up to?
As long as people can still hear me, yep, I see my voice moving. I'm having a ton of audio issues today, so I'm kind of semi-wrapped up in that. But otherwise, I'm doing good and really ready to kick some ass because currently working on a video about Anthony Riley lying and fraudulently claiming that a nurse died of the COVID vaccine. So I'm in that kind of fighty mood as a result of that.
Yes.
Wow. What a jerk, eh? I hate that guy. Oh, Mike, how's it going?
Pretty good. Yeah, I saw Barman's video on that today, and I think we started to watch Riley's video last night. We'll get to that tonight, but yeah, that's yeah. You have to think. You have to ask yourself a question: is he a liar or just incompetent at research? It's probably both.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Stephen Cup of Reason, what's happening your way?
Oh, not much, man. Just the same old stuff. Still working on getting Pain of Progress out on time. Got a notification today that we might be losing power for most of the day. So if I can't get the Pain of Progress out on time for Monday morning, my time, then it'll be the next day. So it might be a day late. Depends on what happens today, but it is coming.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And Cheese is running the show tonight. How's it going, buddy?
It's definitely going. Let's see what happens. We're looking forward to some stupid, really.
Cool. Yeah. And yeah, like we forgot to take the videos out that we've already done for the last few shows. I did actually, and as a result, we were really confused. So we have no idea what we're about to dive into. We're just gonna play it by ear. But play it by ear. Jut Monk's with us tonight. How's it going, buddy?
Fucking oi. Safe as fuck, man. I'm buzzing my tits off from here. Kevin, Mike, Riley lying. Don't be a bunch of fucking idiots. Of course he's lying. That guy wouldn't know the truth of it. Fucking punched him in the face, sparked him out, woke him back up, made him a cup of coffee, fucking took him out for a drink, got him pissed up, and then fucking sparked the twat out again.
Yeah,
bringing some color to the stream, isn't he?
Of course.
Wow, that was too much.
Rocking.
And well, there's Geo Sam, our guest for the evening. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, everybody. That's unbelievable, I must say, Jut Monk. You're too much, man. I'm trying to hold it. I'm trying to hold it in. All right, anyway, yeah. Hi, I'm Geo Sam. I just came off a nice long stream with Bit of Tea and Danish. We're over there making Legos. I don't know if they closed up shop, but it's a lot of fun with them. And I'm on the TMI show with them as well. So, just trying to have fun. It's what I'm doing here, really. I'm not a Christmas guy, I don't know what that means, but I'm not into the whole Christmas thing all the time, or I never really celebrate it, but that's okay,
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been up to.
Nice. Yeah, it's one of those things where, when you're in the adult years and if there's kids around, there's still Christmas. If not, not really, Yeah. What are you going to do, right? Life is what it is, right?
Exactly. Even my family never celebrated it. We got gifts, but it wasn't we didn't do anything Christmassy like a lot of people did. So it was just this whole Christmas thing I never did it. So
right.
I don't do it.
Yeah,
I do it.
No way.
But they've grown up now. Alex is turning 16, and it's like, it's not fucking shit. That's what I gotta say. Fucking speak then, pal. Someone.
Well, we got an issue here. I just got to go into YouTube Studio in the background, so I'm going to bow out for 1 second here, guys. But Mippet can't even be seen in the chat.
Huh.
Oh,
kidding.
great.
Nice.
Good
Yeah.
job, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube. While that's going on, we have had already 3 super chats, and I don't think Amy is with us. So does anyone mind if I read these out?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
So we've had 50 Donkey Kong dollars from Mr. Nielsen. Kevin has sound issues. Did Mr. Dawson set it up? Thinky face.
I will say Dawson's the only reason I can currently hear everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, nice try, but not quite.
Another 50 Donkey Kong dollars from Mr. Nielsen, who says, Geo Sam, don't hold it in and let it out. And then another $50, 50 Donkey Kong dollars, except this time it's from a bit of teen Danish. Or Geo, love you, with a great big red love heart.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
Yeah.
They're such wonderful people. I love those two.
Yeah, absolutely. I've known Morton a long time. Very, very, very cool.
I concur.
Well, I don't understand this, YouTube. Mippet69 is listed as a moderator and not in the banned users or hidden users. And, what the hell is going on?
Nowhere to
YouTube has been shitting the bed lately.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's going on. The
Definitely.
fucking monkey's been let loose. So I play fucking havoc wherever I go. You know that. Now it's all fucking downhill from here, people.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
It's the
Did you
beginning of
guys
the end. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Did you guys know
You
we're
call
live?
it what
I
you
just
like.
got a
Just
notification.
enjoy the ride.
What was that, reason?
I said, did you guys know that we're live? I just got a notification.
Nice and early. Yeah.
Are we lost?
Oh, I just got the notification too. I didn't get a notification this morning on the Mega Mirror at all. It never showed
No,
up.
neither did I.
I got it 12 minutes ago. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I got it on time. Actually, I got the notification on time. But that's
Freaking YouTube is just so weird lately.
a fluke. It's a fluke.
Yeah.
I didn't get, you know when it warns you 30 minutes before? I didn't get that, but I got
No.
when we went live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you kind of hope people would get the notification the 30 minutes before, not like, hey, come now, we're here.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Idiots.
Like I had to click on it and get there, or I was gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well,
So,
I had to let one of these knobheads fucking let me out of a cage.
Should put the cage on the seat
And
on the
give
set.
me a drink.
So yeah, Mippet's gonna logging out and logging back into YouTube to see if she can try to fix any of this. And I don't know if our mods can post links or not. I don't know if that's fixed yet either.
Didn't you try
We'll
that
see
out
what's going
earlier?
on. Sorry.
Nothing. I'm just babbling to myself.
Ooh,
Here, I'm
really-
going to drop GeoSam's link and we'll see if anybody can see it. I
Really
just dropped
quickly,
it.
Golden Skeptic asked a question in the chat that they want us to discuss. I can sum it up pretty quickly. They asked, what would happen if we built a Dyson sphere around the sun? Please discuss. We would have achieved an amazing feat because we built something that requires more material than is in the solar system to build.
Exactly. And you think you got skin cancer problems now?
Wow.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be
that-
an amazing feat if we ever got to be able to do that. We'd have to start
But there's so-
cannibalizing other systems to do that.
We'd have
Yeah.
to achieve interstellar travel before we can do that.
There would be so many other things that we could spend our money and time and energy on instead of that. I mean, think of the time constraints involved in something that extraordinary.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
what's
that's
that-
a
what's that
multi-generational.
scale? There's a scale, isn't there, of civilization, like the levels they reach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
Is
Anyone
it
know?
like a Type 4 civilization is Interstellar, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a
based
type
on the-
one. A type one can control planetary energies like hurricanes and stuff.
We haven't got
Yeah.
that far yet, have we?
No,
No.
we're at 0 still on the list. And then
Yeah,
type
exactly.
2 was able to do a star. Type 3 is a galaxy. Like it's
right.
just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, controlling an entire galaxy and then yeah. Well, maybe we're being controlled and aliens came down and built the pyramids, and that's why they stuck the moon there for fucking light because they didn't have electricity at the time because they weren't that smart.
Cheese has his hand up. Dick, you're muted.
Oh, jeez. So it's like a worker's light. It's one of those ones you hang under the car when you're changing the transmission out.
That's the one, yeah. They've travelled thousands, if not millions, of light years, but they didn't bring electricity, so they had to stick the moon up there. And that was apparently not mined by fucking giants. Didn't giants mine that shit for them? Just
From the
stick
Grand
it on
Canyon.
There you go.
So
That was
cheese.
good fucking thinking. That I'm telling you now. What ingenious, like all that way, fucking. I mean, they've gone through generations. The people that started out with great grandparents, and this is a generation that know nothing, and now they are about to step on a new planet, and they're like, "Fuck jersey. How are we going to show these pricks how to build a fucking pyramid? We need to find some fucking giants."
Jeez, you had your hand up?
Yeah, Cheese, I
Yeah.
put your hand down and I was going to intro you, and then it just got lost.
That's okay. It's just another super chat from Mr. Nielsen for another 50 Donkey Kong dollars. And it says, I wish I could do super chat Matt's voice. Let's see if you guys can beat the innuendo game we started on our stream. Challenged.
The innuendo game.
Isn't
Okay,
that the standard show stream?
Yeah.
Was I there for that? I don't know.
You see, if he doesn't even know that it happened, I think the challenge is going to be a pretty simple one.
No, I believe I was there. I was there. I just don't remember it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm
So-
old. I'm old. I'm sorry.
Well, welcome to the club.
Thanks.
So what do you guys think? Were we going to do the continuation on a video from yesterday or something? Wasn't that something to do with something?
Yeah, we
Are
were
we
going to finish.
continuing?
I was
Go ahead,
supposed
Mike.
to be on yesterday.
Were you?
Yeah, I think we were going to finish
was
the
so
Riley
exhausted.
video.
I was so exhausted.
Right.
I couldn't stay up any longer. I was trying to stay up, but I hadn't gone to sleep, and I was pushing, the envelope. I'm an old man.
Yeah. Some days, right? I hear you. Oh, man.
Thought I could, but I
I'm-
couldn't.
I'm 50 and I'm chasing a 13-year-old, so I've done myself a lot of favors.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Chipmunk, what do you got your hand up for, you wanker?
Yeah,
You can talk over anyone.
Mate, yeah, I know, but I don't like to always talk over everyone, especially when they're boring me so much that I've fallen asleep. Golden Skeptic, unless I'm fucking missed something, asked a question. Please discuss. What question was that? Anyone know?
It was the Dyson Sphere question.
Oh, that was it. All right, we discuss it? And yes, I did miss something. Awesome. So yeah, I'm flat.
Golden
fucking
Skeptic's
dork.
Golden Skeptic's just put just put another question in the side chat that says, and it's just scrolled, if God is infinite and the universe is also infinite, would you like some toast?
I like
Only
that.
if it's got
What?
fucking
Would that be
Marmite.
butter or jam?
It's got to have butter and jam.
Butter, yeah, it's got to have butter at least. Absolutely.
Oh,
I'll have
Here's a
mine,
good
yeah.
one from Golden. Serious topic now. What do you guys think of the famous WOW signal? That's a good one.
6EQUJ5. Yep.
Didn't they recently sort out what that was?
Wasn't
No, I
it
don't
like
think
whip
they
it
ever
out,
did.
whip it out Wednesday? Wasn't that open?
I don't know that they ever did. I mean, that goes way back, though. You know, because
Yeah.
that was
They've-
part of the
they've-
original SETI description.
Yeah.
That was 1970s, late 70s, right?
Yeah. And SETI's gone back to that same point many times since and not heard anything again. It's a shame that the thing was planned to, like, you know, scan here, scan here, and it moved while they were getting, like, you know, it's a shame that happened. But
Yeah.
The thing is, like, obviously, you know, like, for instance, when the radio, all the radio signals and that leave Earth are continually traveling into space. So when they reach someone or some, you know, somewhere that can be read, then it'll be a constant fucking barrage of fucking signals from then on. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You wouldn't just have like one wow.
the odds of us being around when somebody hears ours are, you know, virtually nil. But
And remember
No,
that
absolutely nil.
And remember that Contact taught us that the first signal they're going to see is Hitler talking at the Berlin Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Cheese
fine.
Mondo.
And yet another super chat from Mr. Nielsen for another 50 Donkey Kong dollars, who says, "We built a huge space toy. YouTube is censoring me again. Replaced toy with something naughty, and went from there. Guess." I know what that was, Mr. Nielsen, and it was a giant phallus.
oh, you built a vaginal plaything out of Lego?
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever stepped on that shit?
Oh yeah,
Holy crap, man.
yeah. That'll send you screaming.
Ugly June Truthers just put in the side chat a space Dawson.
Yeah, and if you actually had said a space dick, YouTube probably would have censored it somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
We're
called
being serious
space.
tubes.
It was
rules
called
about
space. It was called Space Dildo.
that. The big honking space dildo. There you go.
Oh.
Wasn't it, Morton?
What do you guys think? Should we fire up the old video selection box and see what we got here?
Fuck
Yeah.
no.
Go
Are we
for it.
going to see the rest of that rally video?
Yeah, is that what we should start with? Is that piece of human filth?
Yeah, because
Fucking dick.
you
Slam
know,
him
this
on and I'll smash
this
him.
this is actually something that's flying around the internet quite a bit on social media too. There's a lot of. I even saw today a television station in Florida repeating this crap that Riley's
Wow.
about to repeat, and I had to say something to them. I called them a bunch of fucking liars, but you know it's like, you know, you would expect that you guys would be able to do some proper research, and they I don't know, the bastards. So yeah, this is really prevalent right now on social media, and people are buying it hook, line, and sinker. The anti-vaxxers are running with this like you wouldn't believe.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because it confirms everything they thought they knew.
right.
So-
And because they can't, you know, their fucking Google is broke. They can't spend 5 minutes to figure out that it's all bullshit.
Well, and
Yeah.
plus you have deceitful pieces of shit like Anthony Riley who won't give
Yeah.
out the name of the person, knowing that's the first thing you'd Google.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of the social media stuff on this has her name in it. So, and you know, you're going to be doing a video on it, so you obviously know
Yeah.
what her name is. So, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. It'd be good. It's good to get as many rebuttals out there as possible, because this is just bullshit, and this is dangerous misinformation at its worst.
It is.
Very, very dangerous, because it's once when vaccinations and whatnot first came around, everybody was like, whoa. I mean, what's his name put the information out so people could literally figure it out for themselves for the smallpox one, right? That he started with. And everybody was on board instantly, as far as I understand. And we're at a tipping point where we could lose the herd mentality that's been working to eradicate and protect us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
the dangerous thing.
I tell you what, right? I tell you what I fucking like about vaccines is they work,
Yes.
basically.
That's exactly right.
You know what I like
Yeah.
about vaccines? I don't
Go
have
on.
polio.
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Or tuberculosis.
Yeah.
and the anti-vaxxers are actually latching on to so much. Like I saw an idiot today talking about how, you got to watch out for Bell's palsy, and the incidence of Bell's palsy in the studies. So if you talk about Pfizer's 37,000 people total in that study, 3 of them who got the vaccine exhibited Bell's palsy, and 1 in the placebo group had it, which is still
Wow.
less than the number you would find in the general population for that amount of people.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck, people? You just say the stupid shit, just follow it like it means something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When there's people out there dying from this
Yeah.
fucking disease. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you're worried about, fuck's sake.
Kevin,
Mike,
get your hand up.
Was it WFLA News Channel 8 that you found reporting about the nurse?
Yes, that's it.
Mm.
Yep.
Just found it as well.
Yes.
Wow.
On Facebook.
That's actually
know.
the first place I saw it on the news, on YouTube. But yeah,
And you got to wonder, what the hell is a TV news station doing posting it without verifying it?
Right.
yeah, but also
And-
right, yeah. Look at some of them. I mean, look at some of them news channels, like especially the small ones, the internet ones. They're fucked. You know what I mean? They're no better than some of the fucking YouTubers that we fucking debunk the shit they come out with. It's like, what the fuck? It's totally wrong. And
Yeah.
like Donald Trump banging on about fake news. There is a lot of it out there.
All right. Should we roll this, or
You can-
Yeah, let's
know,
roll
really
it. See
good.
what he's got to say
Yeah,
this
go
time.
for it. I'm interested to see what they're actually talking about because I haven't seen it.
Oh, you wait. It's
Yeah.
just
it's going to piss you off?
Okay, folks, here we go.
What you
Cool.
are about to see is a nurse receiving the vaccine live on camera,
I can barely hear
and
it.
then shortly after giving a press review.
very quiet.
monitor
press
feeds
release.
quiet there, cheese.
And then you will then see her faint in front of the cameras live, and
There
she
you go.
dies 8 to 10
Thanks,
hours
dude.
later. She's 42.
Pause.
She's
Yeah,
Caucasian.
you need to.
I'm going to do it every time he says it. She did not die. This is a lie.
Yes.
His
Yeah.
evidence for this is a Facebook post that doesn't give the person's name and was made, thank you, sarcastic barman, 2 hours before the vaccination was
2
given.
days.
2 days, excuse me.
Yes. Yeah.
Anthony's full of shit. And it's dangerous shit, like the stuff he was spreading before, flat earth and all that stuff, as we've said, relatively harmless. It contributes to a larger kind of science denial overall, but immediately relatively harmless. This is harmful. This is the reason COVID still exists, is because of fucks like Anthony Riley. We would have whipped it by now if it weren't for assholes like him.
Yeah. And a lot of these COVIDiots too, this is the other thing that pisses me off about these COVIDiot anti-vaxxers, is they'll complain about anyone talking about the number of people died as fear-mongering. And then they'll go and say this kind of shit, which is a blatant lie.
Yeah.
And yet that's not fear-mongering.
It's just fucking people like Riley. I mean, because Riley, I've always said to Poe anyway, and I think he's just having a pop and a laugh at everyone. He's he's having his own little joke, but like now he's like, and a lot of these fucking globe denying idiots do, like fucking Watachi fucking fuck off please, whatever his fucking name is. and that other prick, In-Rem popped up again, spouted incoherent bollocks. But
Fuck, he's useless.
you know, yeah, I know. This is fucking the same shit. But some of these people, they're just up in the ante, aren't they now? And they're really like finding like, you know, they're going into COVID. COVID's fucking brilliant, isn't it? For whatever conspiracy fucking theory you want. I mean, they've even linked it to fucking 5G, for fuck's sake, you stupid dumb fucks.
Oh, too funny. Too funny.
Cheese Mondo, you got your hand up?
Yep, there's just another super chat from Mr. Nielsen for 50 Danish Donkey Kong Corona beers. And I've lost it because it scrolled past. It says, I'm so happy I'm at a safe distance from the stupid this time. Geo Sam, rest in peace. I guess there's an opening for a new co-host on Linda's TMI show.
Oh, no, you didn't. Linda.
That's funny.
Not that bad. Yet.
Yeah, so as the video starts out, it says she's going to pass out 17 minutes after she gets the shot and then dies later that afternoon, and he's got absolutely no evidence of that. Watch.
Yeah. This is bad.
Yeah.
White. Yeah. No previous major health issues. Not fat. Not this. Not that. Not the other.
He also says
You're
she's
about to
42
witness the
because of the
death
Facebook
of
post.
somebody.
She doesn't look
Yeah.
42 to me.
No, she does not.
So what I've done is I've slowed the clip down so we can see what's going on. First guy gets the injection. There's a round of applause
Why did
in
he
the
slow
background.
the
He
clip
looks down
down?
the
It's
line
kinda
to see if
fucking
everybody
stupid.
else is
This
getting
is all
their
useless
injection.
bullshit.
And now we see the
Two ad
second lady
spots.
also getting her injection. These are all nurses in a
Okay.
hospital environment. She's
Thought he said he
about to- I think
wasn't
she's just had it. She's getting the
monetized,
plaster
I
put on
wouldn't
it, so
do it.
she's
I don't
had
know.
her injection. And now
he
the
said a
part,
lot
this
of
is where you
things.
want to pay your
That's
attention.
true. Good
Look
point.
at this third lady. This is the lady in question. She's 42, no previous health conditions, and she's just about to or just had the injection along with her colleagues because they're all doing the fist pump thing. You know, 3 stripes. Here she is. This is the lady in question. 42 years old, healthy. She's just had the injection. Look at her eyes. She's getting the
He said 42.
I just want to mention again, if she's 42, you go, girl, because you look good for 42.
I'll tell you
Totally.
what, right? Right? I met a bird the other night. I cut her hair and pretty much spent the night with her. She was 38, and
Barber slut.
I thought she was about 28. I was fucking blown away. I'll send you a picture on Discord in a bit, lads. You'll be like, really? Whoa! She's got fucking hairy ass, fucking big tail. Oh, mate.
Okay.
But also, do take note of the fact that not once throughout this video will Riley say her name.
Or anything that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is an actual news report.
No.
No, he's just taking the footage from this event.
Yeah, this was from a live newscast in Tennessee, I believe, where this one particular hospital, they were given their front line, the people in the COVID unit, the workers, they were getting their vaccines. It's typical, you know. I mean, we've done it here in Connecticut. They've shown all the local people getting them. Kevin?
I didn't want to cut you off.
That's
So I
right.
put my hand up. But I also want to point out that earlier he in the text put the politicians should be getting the vaccines first, not the nurses. Really, Riley? You don't think the people that are constantly working with the disease and therefore are at risk of spreading it should get it first?
Yeah.
Exactly. Fucking right. I mean, someone said that, like, you know, it's you, Dick, that what he's saying doesn't make sense. I mean, it does make sense if you are susceptible to believing any old bollocks.
Agreed. Bollocks is the exact word for this fucking fuck.
If you're already allegedly a flat earther, then you'll believe this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you wake up in the morning and piss in a glass to start your day, you might enjoy this video.
And we do have 2 more super chats.
I think cheese is ready.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, do you want to take them? But
No, go ahead. You have the voice.
Okie doke. Mr. Nielsen again for 50 Donkey Kong Corona. Danish. Corona dollars. Oh, yeah. F. Riley for being a dumb F again. I wonder what that F stands for.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just read that the way he wanted it to be read. Oh, yeah. And fuck Riley for being a dumb fuck again.
I don't know. Are you sure it wasn't friend?
I would bet money that it's not friend.
There was another one after that as well.
There's another one from a bit of Teen Danish for 50 Donkey Kong dollars who says, "You killed Geo Sam," and then she looks like she's quite annoyed.
I think he's still alive.
Was it like kill Kenny? He killed Kenny. Oh no!
You bastard!
Oh my god!
You bastard!
Also, Ugly German Truce pointed out. I didn't realize this. All the articles that have her name in it. She's 30.
Yes.
She's 12 years younger than Riley is saying she is, and Riley is saying she's 42 simply because he read a Facebook post. That's the only reason.
Right, because he latched onto something that figured he can make a video out of. That's it. It's all about content, and he doesn't care about the truth.
Wow.
And that whole thing about a lot of people are saying, so many. It came out so fast. We should give it to politicians first to see if it even works. Well, what about the nearly 90,000 people between Moderna and Pfizer that were in the last phase of the trial, the final phase? There were 2 phases before that. I mean, those 90,000 people, there's like 38 and 37,000, something along those lines. So almost 80,000. I mean, so what about them? I mean, they were there. You can read the entire report, the peer-reviewed report that's also been re-peer reviewed by the United States, CDC, the FDA, the UK, the EU. Come on, people! Adding 5 politicians to the list of these 70 to 80,000 people is not going to make that big a deal. It's not going to prove anything. So we either get it out to the people who need it, or we don't. You just don't make stupid shit up.
Yeah, and there's no excuse for not being able to stop and think for 2 minutes and go, yeah, frontline workers, they definitely should be at the top of the list. Yeah, fucking moron.
Yeah. Damn. All right.
Dive.
Let's
Watch your eyes now, because this is just going to tell you everything that you need to know, really.
No,
So
no,
she's
it's
getting
not.
the plaster put on her. So she's just had the injection, right? You don't see it on camera, but she's just had it, and this gent is also having it. So of the 4
This
patients
guy weirds
that
me
we
out more
see,
than the nurse.
3 of them have been
Yeah,
live injected
shit.
on camera, and although we don't
Robot?
see the other
Blink,
lady,
motherfucker.
what we do see is the immediate aftermath as she walks away.
It's a
and you're
mannequin.
about
They
to
just
see
didn't
now.
need it.
Yeah,
We
totally.
can accept that it's reasonable
Oh, there
to
you go.
believe that she did
Yeah.
get injected.
Break the needle.
Now-
No, that was
Watch the facial
CGI.
reaction
He
she
didn't
walks
really
away.
blink.
This guy's just been injected. He's thinking, right, that's over with. Happy days. Now
Is
the
that Klingon
camera
on
now
his arm?
pans
What the hell
back
is
to
that?
the third lady. And that's the focus of our attention.
Nice
So he's
tie.
getting his sticker on too, his plaster.
Today is a
Now
good
look
day
at the
to
lady walking.
die.
She's going to come into the picture right now. She's coming into the picture from the left. Look at her facial expression. Look at her eyes, and you tell me, is that woman feeling happy or not?
I have your
Look at her
clothes.
eyes. Now, that to me is fear. Maybe not, but it certainly doesn't
That's
look
because
like
you're
she's
a
happy.
douchebag. You're an intellectually dishonest asshole. That's why.
That is trauma. That is not happiness.
Christ's sake.
Trauma.
So Anthony is now pretending he can read minds based on the amount your eyes are wide.
Yeah.
By the way, apparently that's Japanese, the guy's tattoo. In which case,
Okay.
I hope it says something really stupid like soup. But yeah, so her eyes are wide. So what? Maybe it's because she's, I don't know, a nurse and not a public speaker who's used to being on camera. Maybe it's because someone across the room just called out to her. Maybe her phone just vibrated in her pocket. Maybe she just shit herself. There's a million reasons why her eyes could suddenly go wide. But Anthony said it's fear because that's what he wants his idiot fans to believe. Cheese Mondo.
I was going to say, isn't that the look of somebody who doesn't know whether or not it's okay to walk in front of the camera?
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring for sure. She's just not used to this whole "why am I the center of attention" moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been like deer in the headlights kind of thing. People see a camera.
Skydiver. I think she had to fart and was afraid it was a gamble she'd lose.
Mike Bertelson.
So, I've seen a few of these videos on the news of local nurses and doctors getting their COVID vaccines, and some of them are actually really emotional about this too. This could be part of what he's seeing in that shot. Some of these people are like, finally, after everything that we've seen over the past 10 months, now we have this vaccine. Now we can, start making people better, and we don't have to live with the uncertainty of what the future holds. So, there could be emotion in her eyes, not fear, not trauma.
Right.
Jetmonk, you had your hand up?
Yeah, do you know what, Mike, you took the words right out of my mouth. I didn't actually think along them lines, but I actually thought, well, she might have fucking just been having a vaccine and thought, I just lost someone, and if only if this had been, you know what I mean? Yep. We don't know what is, do you know what I mean? Like, we have no idea. No idea whatsoever what, unless, that girl is asked why she got upset on camera.
Or if she even was.
She could have been overwhelmed, with... It's been fucking
the little man in the boat might have had a twitch. Who knows?
Do you know what? This has been fucking hard. I fucking cried over this shit. It's been a really, really, really tough year for people.
Yes.
I just really quickly want to see how stupid YouTube is. Can anyone see the message I just put in the chat?
Let's see. Cheese Mondo?
No.
Yeah, there's a big goddamn surprise. Woden Toad, I just went and grabbed that video up, copied the guy's tattoo into Paint and zoomed it in a little bit and put it up on Imgur and sent you a link so that you could try and read it, and it won't fucking show.
Wow. Yeah, YouTube is doing something to our channel right now where no links can be posted at all, even by the channel owner. Like iNetwork can't post links.
So we can't put up links to our guests or anything. What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to do like Google support and have one of those one-on-one, online chats with somebody here later or tomorrow, because this is stupid. I've had enough of this. Yesterday, I chalked it up to a glitch, but now I'm just pissed. Oh, and Jen says it's not just I either. So you see, once again, Google has rolled out an update that has borked everything.
Yeah. By the way, I have a name now figured out what it says. It says Hamilton, so that man might have been accidentally doxing himself.
I've just put a link in the chat. Can anyone see that?
No, it won't work, Monkey. Good try, though.
Fuck.
You think you can add? You think you could add the links to Streamlabs to the bot, but you'd have to do that ahead of time, right?
Yeah, well, I've got Streamlabs open. I might be able to pull that off in the background here. I mean, it's a good workaround for sure, but it's not, what it should be. I even went into YouTube itself and went into our settings and turned off the little checkbox. So nobody knew it. I've put it back on now. But for like the first 20 minutes of the stream, anybody could have posted links, not just moderators, but it's so broken it didn't work.
Cheese Mondo.
Just for anyone who is looking for links, I've put GeoSam's link into the description of this video, and also the link to the after shows in that description as well.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
would you mind, cheese, right? If I gave you a link to a YouTube channel of a friend of mine, right? It's music. I ain't gonna tell you any more, right? It's his own shit. Would you put it in there as well?
Absolutely. Just throw it in the internal chat. I'll do that.
Oh, safe, man. Check him out.
So-
Subscribe to him, and if you don't like him, then fuck off. But yeah, thank you very much.
Put the link up after the double slashes. I wonder if that works. Let's see. Easy there, buddy. Hold on.
Scanner.
Let's see. No, it underlined the link still, so I bet it's beat. Let's see. But yeah, we should get back to the video in a second here. I'm gonna post from see if it works. I've got both accounts open.
Well, while you're working on that, I guess we got a couple super chats to get caught up on. Cheese, do you want to take all of those, or?
I was gonna. Have we got super chats? The last one I can see is the Geo Sam one with the last one I can see is ability in Danish for
Wow.
Yeah,
Shifter saying you killed Geo Sam.
You want to take him, somebody?
I'll take him since I can see him.
Yeah.
Mr. Nielsen for 50 Donkey Kong dollars said, inside knowledge, not really, but someone got a reply from Team YouTube saying it's a glitch and they're working on it. And then after that, James Collins for €2 said, show me the way to PayPal.
Oh, I can show you the way to PayPal, actually. It's a golden brick road and it runs right through Chillicothe, Ohio.
And there we are.
He's being serious. He put afterwards, he said he wants to donate, but not via Super Chat.
Ah, yes. You know what, James, I think in the description, used to be there, is our Ko-Fi link and
so is our PayPal.
Yeah, and the PayPal donation link is in there too.
Oh, do you know what? Can I
thank you.
Fucking awesome, man. Thank you very much.
So, have you heard anything from Chillicothe, Ohio?
Actually, when I was searching the news earlier, my teletype machine went off because, I keep up in the technology, right? And It turns out that there was a huge matter that went down in Chillicothe, Ohio today. It turns out that there was a protest of two. One person was not properly identified yet, but looked to be that puny cock. And the other one was definitely his PayPal link. Now, we weren't sure if they were panhandling or protesting, but we're trying to get a message. And when we do, we will bring it back to the channel. That is a Shills News Update, straight from Chillicothe, Ohio.
I love it. Okay, back to the video.
Yeah, it was probably that.
I thought you'd all forgotten about it. Here we go.
I don't think Dick will ever
Here she
forget.
is interviewing shortly after.
Added together. It's, between the physicians, my nurses, respiratory, we've all worked
how
to
wide her
try
eyes
to
still
give
are.
the best care possible. And
Almost like
it's,
she's uncomfortable on
it's
camera.
been a challenge, but we
Right.
have breath to the occasion. And
Yeah, you
I'm
can tell
thankful
she has
for
no
this
idea
team.
what to say. And I think it's just great that she's even doing it.
I did,
Yeah.
yes. So, all of my staff, we are excited to get the vaccine. We are in the COVID unit, so therefore, my team will be getting first chances to get the vaccine.
You can tell she
And
already
I
knows
know
it's coming.
that, It's really, I'm sorry, I'm feeling really dizzy.
Yeah, she's big time.
I'm sorry.
And it isn't unusual for people to pass out after a vaccine either, so, or a shot of any kind.
There she goes. Pause. Oh, fuck you with your stupid gravity joke.
Yeah, he had to just get that in there, didn't he?
So this happened. She did, in fact, faint after getting the vaccine. And where's that article? I've got a couple articles here. It turns out that this nurse has a medical condition that causes her to faint when she becomes aware of pain that she's feeling. And it was just that she hadn't noticed the pain of the injection itself until shortly afterwards. Also, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but every time you go into the doctor's office or the hospital and you get a shot of any kind, watch the nurse. She doesn't take her eyes off you. You know why? Because she's waiting to see if you'll faint. A lot of people do.
Yeah, they won't let you stand up right away either.
Yeah. It's a very common thing for people to get overwhelmed by needles and hospitals in general. And it's very common for people to faint. But in this particular case, we know the exact cause, that she has a medical condition that causes her to faint when she feels pain.
Mm-hmm.
Mike,
Can I
what's going
just say, and that was by doing some fucking research. And they always say, do your own research.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There it is. But they don't Riley could have found that out. He's not an idiot. He's just a fucking lying, cheating scumbag.
So he's not an idiot. You're giving him way too much credit, I think.
I suspect he knows full well that all these articles exist and that she's actually fine. I'm 99% certain that he is lying through his teeth to push an agenda, and he knows it.
Yep.
I agree with you.
Cherry-picking bastards.
Mm-hmm. And she also later on, in not long after this, goes back on camera again and finishes the interview. It explains what happened and then finishes up the interview. So she's back on TV later on in the day.
But she died 8 to 10 hours later, and and that was posted by her family, and they wouldn't have an exact time of death. They'd just say 8 to 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't be like next to her in the hospital when it happened or anything.
Yeah, no, of course not. All right. And he's got to get a little dig in on gravity, dickhead.
Yeah.
So that woman actually passed away. She died. That young woman?
No.
The other woman who got the injection.
No. Nobody died.
Oh.
No.
That's
what I mean. That was just made up.
Right. He found a video, Facebook post about a nurse dying.
What?
Yeah. Someone.
Which is why
someone
he never
made a
mentioned
Facebook.
her name.
Someone made a Facebook post about a nurse dying, and it's supposed to be by a family member, and they're saying they don't want to give out their name, but she's 42, Caucasian, no previous medical conditions, and she fainted after getting the vaccine and then died 8 to 10 hours later. But that post was made, how long was it? 2 days before the nurse was actually given the vaccine. So it's not even about her.
Or 1 day or 2 days, yeah, something like that. It was days. It was not.
I don't even see the correlation, even if there is one.
There is
no.
It's just like, that'll work. This is what I say, that fucking Riley is just a scam artist. He's scamming everyone. Even people that think he's his friends, like fucking, he even alienated all the fucking other globe denying idiots, didn't he? So, but that's what he's about. I think he's just scamming every fucker on the internet for his own little wind up. You know what I mean? Yep. He's a fucking Liverpool supporter as well. So, I mean, he's.
Ugly German Truth said it'd be possible that the family would know the time of death, but not the exact time of the vaccination. Ugly German Truth, she was vaccinated live on TV. Everybody knows what time she was vaccinated.
Yeah. Good point.
There's that, yeah. And Gio's right. I mean, there really isn't a correlation here, other than if you were literally looking for something. In other words, confirmation bias.
Right. Yeah. They're just putting causation where there's none.
Exactly. Causation without correlation. Cheese bando.
He's just a piece of shit. He's the reason why prophylactics were invented.
You don't end up with a load of dumb fuckery, though, at the end of it.
Yeah.
Just a buzzing with a super chat, Mr. Nielsen for 50 Donkey Kong dollars. I get dizzy just having a blood sample taken. I pass out sometimes if I cut myself, and I'm not one of those that freaks out at blood and stuff. I know where you're coming from there, Mr. Nielsen. I had to have blood taken a few years ago, and I did the typical macho thing of, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Stood up and fell over literally 5 seconds after. It was great.
Some people tolerate it, man. When I was in the Army going through my medical check, we all got our inoculations on day one. And the biggest son of a bitch you ever saw, 6'5", 300 pounds and nothing but muscle, he took the shot in the ass and he was out. That was it.
Well,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Are you talking
No,
about
you're right, Gio. It doesn't. It's based on the person themselves, right?
Yeah. Yep. Your own physiology is what matters.
Yeah. Yeah, when I went through boot camp, it was you get the shots. I think one day we wound up getting 5, and right after they give them to you, you go through the line. They use those guns. They make you go sit on these benches for 5 minutes before they make you do anything else because they don't want everybody passing out and falling all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. I was in the service as well. Yeah, I remember the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Given.
So something else has just occurred to me. Riley thinks in his world she died, and in his beliefs she died because that's what the vaccine is supposed to do, right? The vaccine is a killing. Oops, sorry, I had my mic. Is like a way of culling the population or something. Is he not aware that after like a couple days of people dying in droves directly after taking the vaccine, people are going to start to catch on?
Yeah, you would think, wouldn't you?
Like, that's just not going to work, man.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I do have to kind of point out, though, Kevin, you misspoke yourself. You said Riley thinks.
Well, I did. I apologize. That's my mistake.
Oops, my bad.
Made a tremendous assumption.
Well, does that mean it's time?
It's time.
I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose, yeah.
She's moving into Copperfield.
Jesus.
It could also be that she's just coming off a 15-hour shift on the fucking ward.
No doubt.
Oh yeah. 15 hours.
Exactly what I said. We don't have a clue what went on there, why that's happening.
Obviously,
apart from
that was not
the
part of the
information
script.
that-
It's
about
very
her.
easy for me to sensationalize this, but the fact remains that she took the injection. Short time later, she fainted. A few hours later, she died. Now,
Pause.
42 she is.
Bullshit.
Every time you say it, Riley, I'm going to pause and call you a fucking liar because that's what you are.
Yeah.
So again, that Facebook post was made 2 days before Tiffany Dover got the vaccination. And it's pretty obvious just looking at her that Tiffany Dover is not 42 years old and Tiffany Dover is still alive.
That
Yeah.
bird I was with the other night, though, with the hairy ass, looked fucking young for her age.
Cheese Mondo, hand up.
Yep, we have another super chat from Mr. Nielsen for $100 Donkey Kong dollars, who says, "When the vaccine gets released to us lowly folk here, I will be the first one in line with my pants down out the car window yelling, 'Ram it in there, big boy.'" I think he administered vaccine.
I will add, Ugly German Truce brings up a good point. The reason they're going with this 42-year-old thing is there is a Tiffany Dover from Atlanta, Georgia, who was in Atlanta, Georgia, born in Alabama, who did die, but that's just another woman who has the same name and has nothing to do with this nurse or the injection.
Yep.
Well, then they're grasping at straws now.
Yep.
Intellectual dishonesty at its best.
Totally, Gio. Absolutely. This is just crap. And I wouldn't doubt that POSPOE, however you want to describe this useless tool, knows it.
Yeah, I think he does too. I think he does, and he's playing on anti-vaxxers' fears and to try to get views. That's all he wants. That's what it's all about.
He probably made this video while he was sitting in a fucking tattoo parlor getting a target tattooed on his arm so the injecting guy doesn't miss.
Yeah, I mean, if that post was written well before the woman fainted, I mean, if that can be researched with very little effort, I mean, that's like silly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sarcastic Barman found the original post and when it
Right.
was dated.
Yeah, but come on, look at the people that are gonna fucking watch it. They believe the Earth is flat. So, you know.
Well, there's that.
Yeah. Well, they're already convinced of something that's really suspect. So why not anything else that comes down the line? You know.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
All right, here we go.
Ugly German Truth
All right.
says we can find a method to vaccinate Riley by punching him in his face.
That's a good one.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
I have a name now. Says I want to see vaccination squad shooting the vaccine into people that refuse to get it.
That would be fun.
Like with a weaponized Nerf gun.
He's just full
Yeah.
of chocolate Riley.
Yeah. Blindfold or no blindfold.
Yeah. Everyone else gets it in the arm, you're getting it in the ass. All right, let's go.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to vaccinate Riley personally using what they built over on the TMI show earlier.
Well, should we play a bit more?
Alrighty.
Caucasian
Yeah.
female. She dies 8 to 10 hours after the vaccine. Now, let's think about this scientifically. Observed phenomena, healthy 42-year-old female. Hypothesis. If this injection is safe, she could be injected and she will not suffer any adverse reactions. If this vaccine is not safe, she will suffer the injection and suffer adverse reactions. That would be the opposite. Now, independent variable would be the injection itself. The dependent variable would be what would the effect be. In this case, death.
Again.
Do you need to be a fucking scientist to work out that the cause of this lady's death is clearly the injection? Whatever went on in that woman's body obviously caused.
So Riley, I farted, and then 8 to 10 hours later, there was an earthquake. Do I have to be a scientist to work out that my fart caused the earthquake? I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious.
Yeah.
I did it, and then it happened. That's how shit works, Riley.
Yeah, exactly.
You fucking
Hey,
idiot.
Riley.
Oh, you want to babble about your independent variable? How did you control that independent variable? Do you have a control group that didn't get the injection and didn't die, and then do you have others in the control group who got the injection and died? No, you don't. You have one person, and your only connecting factor is time. You're a dipshit, Riley.
Yeah. And also, just to add to that, were you unlucky enough, or were we, unlucky enough for you to not get a dose that would just make you fucking, just fuck off?
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Scientist Guy Riley, this is an egg.
Well, you know, the other thing is, if he's really scientific, if he understands how science works, which he clearly does not, let's look at the fact that in the 37,000 people in the Pfizer study and the 30+ thousand in the Moderna study for the same vaccine, the same type of mRNA vaccine, there were no deaths. Plus, there have been millions, literally millions of people vaccinated already throughout the world, from all over the place, and there are no reported deaths. So, is it reasonable to assume that this one case out of a million, let's say, proves that this is an unsafe vaccine and people will die from it? Does that really make any logical sense?
Nope.
Apply a little
No.
critical thinking and logic to your so-called scientific method before you start spouting off stupid bullshit like that.
But those are two things he doesn't have.
That's true.
She's
he's so far removed from that, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Cheesemondo.
Super chat from Mr. Nielsen for 50 Danish Donkey Kong Corona dollars. Enough Riley already onwards. Enough Riley already onwards to other dumbs here by going what? But let me just try this once more, and then I think from now on I'm going to be drunk because I might be able to read better. Already onwards to dumbs hereby I hereby gong this
Riley.
my damn brain.
Wait. You know what? I tried to take over and then I fucked it up.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Nielsen. I tried.
Okay. Enough, Riley. Already onwards with to other dumbs. I hereby gong this. I need my damn brain. Thank you, Mr. Nielsen.
Wow. At least one of us can read.
Well, you know, I almost screwed it up too. So
that was a tough one, man.
Wow.
I do say at this point we don't have quite enough votes for a gong by the rules, as we don't actually have any. But I'm closing the poll. Jeez, give us that sound. Oh God. Oh, you have been kicked like the unknown comic, bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And just FYI, everyone, it is on Sleeping Warriors channel, and the category you're looking for is spam or misleading, and then misleading text, and then you want to type in false news report.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let's see.
I do have an incoming message.
Good evening. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for an iNetwork News special report. We now switch you live to our reporter on the scene.
This is Steaming Cup of Reason, coming to you live from Chillicothe, Ohio, on the scene of an apparent sabotage and assault attempt on Santa's sleigh and reindeer. At approximately 6 a.m. today, an unknown assailant attempted to sabotage Santa's sleigh and assaulted Rudolph, the lead reindeer. Apparently, Santa had made a quick stop at a local gas station to use the toilet when the attack occurred. While Santa was in the toilet taking a Riley, a man and his 3 children who were decorating the front yard of their home for the holidays spotted a strange little man scurrying across the street carrying 2 large sandbags, which he proceeded to place on the runners of the sleigh. It's been reported by the witnesses that he then ran to the front of the sleigh and jumped onto Rudolph's back and attempted to hump him. The suddenness of the attack caused Rudolph to bolt, breaking free from his harness. Rudolph made it about 10 meters down the road before finally bucking off his assailant. Witnesses ran to Rudolph's aid, but when they arrived, the unknown man had managed to escape down a dark alley. When police and emergency services arrived, they found Rudolph half conscious in a snowbank. He was taken to the nearest emergency vet for treatment. Doctors told reporters that other than a substantial blood alcohol level, Rudolph had sustained only minor injuries and was released. Rudolph declined an interview, but when questioned about his substantial blood alcohol levels, he was quoted as saying, "Listen, pal, of course my blood alcohol levels are significant. How do you think I got this shiny red nose in the first place, you idiot?" Police were unable to find anything that might identify the attacker except for this old ball cap and a rather greasy bandana, along with these mysterious blue stains in the snow. Police would not confirm if Jason Smith and his shady PayPal account were involved, but they have not yet ruled him out. They are asking all citizens who may have more information to contact the crime hotline at 1-800-864-7827. That's 1-800-UNI-SUCKS. We will be staying on scene as the situation develops. Live from Chillicothe, Ohio, this is Steaming Cup of Reason.
Thank you, Reason. We will report more details as they become available. This has been an iNetwork News special report. I'm Amy Hogan. Good evening.
Right? I just
Sorry,
gotta say,
I can't get that down.
I have got
Can't
one
get that gong to
question.
shut the fuck up.
No. I don't shut the fuck up. Go on then.
No,
not
I
you.
was trying to get the gong to shut up.
I just got one question. Did he, Steaming Cup of Reason, or Jeff, my good friend, did he hump him hard?
Well, he tried, but Rudolph humped. No, he bucked him off in time. He couldn't get the job.
I just wondered if he guys really get his balls slamming on there or what,
And
That's what I wanted to know.
It's unconfirmed at this point, but we think Hermie the elf shit kicked the PayPal account, but we're not quite sure.
Yeah, the mysterious blue stains in snow.
Hermie.
Hey, you know that voice from the cartoon, from that like stop motion cartoon, that Rudolph?
Yeah.
Rudolph. That would be funny hearing what his explanation for the red nose in that voice.
Yeah.
And that little like little reindeer voice that he had. I forget. I don't remember what it was, but that was pretty good.
That was freaking
That
hilarious.
was fucking amazing, man. Wow.
How did you keep it together to do that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It took several takes, man. I giggled my ass off,
Wow.
especially
That's
when I was
hilarious.
reading that number. 1-800-UNI sucks.
Yeah, man. When I'm doing those little Chillicothe, Ohio news breaks that we do on the show, I'm making it up on the spot, and I'm trying to keep it straight as I go because you're creating it and laughing at yourself at the same time. It's fucking hard, man.
I know. Fuck that.
Well, that was amazing. That was awesome. What a treat. I love it.
Yeah, I love
Merry
that. Was great.
Christmas.
That was brilliant. Thank you, Stevie.
Yeah,
And
sure.
Uni, just remember, it's done from love.
Yeah,
It is.
sure.
Very
The
much
love
so.
of trying to get under your fucking skin, you human piece of shit. But that's another story, right?
I had a little help from Amy, so thank you, dear.
Yeah, that was awesome. So, videos. Yeah, right. What do we do around here again? We seem to have Pratt's face in the pile.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
And then we have
That's the
Flat
Global
Earth, why
Features
you-
one, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. And there's that shooting the Channel Islands. What's that?
It's probably some we can see stuff too far kind of bullshit.
So somebody fucking up what Soundly used to do correctly.
Exactly.
Wow.
What about that Flat Earth Game Show episode 8? Did we do that one?
We
think
didn't, and I'm very intrigued by it.
So am I.
It's called episode 8. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
what do you think,
I mean-
GeoSam? What do you think? A Flat Earth Game Show has got to be interesting, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that versed on flat Earth and what they think, but I'm up for it. Sure.
There's no thought involved, by the way. They don't.
Well, then that's for me. Sure, let's go
Yeah,
for
they
it.
keep it simple. They keep it real simple.
Oh, you mean it's their game show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, now I'm intrigued. Definitely.
I
yeah.
I would just like to point out something though. Firstly, they're globe denying fucktards.
Yeah, he's almost done the show,
They
okay?
do think what
Okay,
they think
I'll be up
is
soon.
the Earth is flat when clearly
Felix?
it isn't.
Would you like to have pizza tonight? Okay.
No,
Bird
I don't
unmuted
think
that whole
pizza.
time.
Yeah.
Bananas, alcohol.
Well,
You're
I
muted,
wanna
Dick.
hear it, whatever it is. I want to hear what they have these or see or whatever you guys got. I want to hear it.
Yeah,
'cause
man.
Oh,
They're
that's
dumb as fuck.
ridiculous to me.
They are. These globe deniers are just a hoot.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of
Someone-
stupid. And these guys, yeah, I think we've seen a couple of other ones from these guys too.
Yeah, they're one of my newer finds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I would just like to point out something though. Firstly, they're globe denying fucktards.
They're
All right.
Okay, you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, hopefully, here we go.
Show if you'd be interested. We ask people 3 questions. If you get all 3 questions right, you win $20. It don't hurt to play.
Oh dear God.
So that's one of the
$20,
questions,
right?
so it should be easy for you. How fast is the Earth spinning at the equator?
Shit, I don't even know the simple questions.
At the equator.
1,038.
1,049.
All right, question number 2. What is the circumference of the Earth at the equator? It's 24,901. All right, you answer one more question, you still win the money. Get it right.
What's the last question?
How far away is the sun in miles?
That's a lot of math, I'm telling you, man.
93 million miles is what the globe model says. Do you feel like you're spinning enough? Do you
Six.
feel like you're spinning right now?
Pause.
Thought it was
I mean, like,
6.
Aren't the 3 things that he just sort of said, doesn't that really like prove the globe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like he's just stating how fast we're spinning, as he puts it, and then the circumference. So it's like, you know, and it is only, I mean, yeah, it's very fast, but like, it still takes a fucking day to do one spin, as you put it.
That's because of its vastness.
Exactly.
You don't understand shit.
These guys.
It's an interesting 3 questions he's asking though.
But they all correlate to each other, and one is answerable by the other. It's an interesting group of questions.
Makes you wonder where he's going with that. Kevin.
Because you can get one answer from the other. You can get the next answer you can get from the first answer, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. They're linked.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'll take this super chat because I want to add something to it on the end here. It was Mr. Nielsen for Donkey Kong dollars, 50 of them, no less. Blurf proving the globe, one dumb video at a time. Absolutely. And I want to give a shout to Bobby15 for giving us that absolute solid proof of rotation.
There you go. 15 degree per hour drift.
Yes.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, in my mind, he will always be Bobby15 now.
Hey, that could be our new one. Thanks, Bob, instead of no.
And I just want to point out that this whole game show, we can see that you're stealing Ray Comfort's playbook. It's painfully obvious. This is what Ray does. He finds people who don't know shit about fuck and then asks them questions about evolution and says, see, you don't know, therefore evolution is fake.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's the exact same tactics. And again, I'm going to say this every time they say it. Nobody measures rotation in miles per hour.
No. No, they do not. And that would have been my first question to him. Are you looking for the angular speed or the tangential speed? Because they're 2 different things with 2 different meanings.
Just imagine if that RPM meter on your car was actually a miles per hour.
Yeah.
It'd be ridiculous.
Yes, it would be.
I don't think you'd have enough space to put all the digits.
Yeah.
And where would you measure that from? On the outside of the flywheel going to the transmission, the center line of the crankshaft?
Yeah, how do you go about doing it? Where do you stick the probe?
Yeah, I can show him where to stick the probe.
Oh, yeah.
How come I never have anybody come up to me like this? I don't think I've ever seen a globe denier in real life.
I haven't yet.
Yeah, no.
I've never run into anyone.
No.
They're all stuck in their basements.
Well,
I'll
I'll
that's
tell you
what
a
the
funny
people-
story, and some of the people, you know, some of the shills close to me already know this story, but there used to be a guy, and occasionally still pops up, called, "Is it 'cause I is flat?" Now, one day, this geezer comes around to my dad's, and I've known him for years. He's known me dad for years, and he's come round, and he always talks shit, right? But I hadn't having not long been into like this fucking game, what we're doing now. You started to recognise like the signs, don't you? So he came round one day banging on about aeroplanes not needing fuel, right? So I just off the cuff, having not long been in fucking this fucking game we're in now, I said to him, are you a flat earther as well? I said that because that's what I said to him, and I don't like that fucking term. And he said, oh yeah, the earth's flat, and then he was just banging on and that. And it turned out, yeah, he was a friend of my dad's, and I'd actually seen him in chat, like it felt like here and there. Fucking mad. So yeah, and he's an absolute idiot.
And Gio, you were in there too, weren't you?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, that was him telling you to say what you were going to say.
Yeah.
What? Did I miss something?
No.
Maybe I did. Fuck, I thought Monkey and you were going at the same time, and Monkey won the little battle, so I was calling you in to finish what you were doing. Maybe I'm just fucking, half drunk again. I don't know. Fuck.
No, I was about to say something about the people. Like I said I hadn't met anyone that was an actual flat earther.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never met anyone who was an Elvis, like someone who believed Elvis was still alive either. So I thought maybe they were hanging out at the same places.
More than likely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We did yesterday do a video about how Michael Jackson's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I do.
Elvis is not dead. He just went home.
Yeah, most people here know that I actually do work with a young Earth creationist, and he's an engineer, which is even weirder.
That fucks my shit up.
Yeah, me too.
That's the power of compartmentalization.
Yes. You gotta wonder if they're, and he's a really smart guy too. It's what I don't get, but it's definitely a faith-based thing. So, yeah, I guess I can almost see how it wouldn't be too much of a conflict for him, but I'm not buying it. Yeah. Oh well.
What gets me the most about it is he's a flat Earth creationist, so he probably thinks he's been drafted onto God's design staff, designing weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. He's a young Earth creationist who designs nuclear-powered warships. Yep, that's pretty much how it goes.
Fuck me. I can't believe that sentence was just said.
The hypocrisy abounds.
Yes.
So, guys, I don't remember who this guy is. He's in the conspiracy world. I recognize the name, but I don't know who he is. Mark Steele was apparently just arrested.
Really? He's the 5G denier guy. He's also he's a big one. He's been fighting with MC Toon for quite a while now. He's a lion sack of shit too. I think he's also a COVIDiot and an anti-masker and the usual conspiracy gambit.
Yeah. His latest spiel with Toon is on those little antennas that control street lamps.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi antennas on street lamps are somehow weaponized microwave stations.
Oh, fuck. Well, if they are, they suck because they ain't doing shit.
Where did you hear that he was arrested?
In the chat.
Oh, yeah?
Really? What did he get arrested for?
It's a really good question.
Probably indecent exposure.
Can you get arrested for being an idiot?
Looking for an antenna.
Yeah, he walked into the SPCA in a trench coat and started flashing puppies. The guy's fucking twisted. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
He did call the British police recently to report genocide.
To report what?
Genocide. 5G genocide.
Yeah, he considers those towers 5G to be genocide aimed at population reduction or some other stuff, and for reasons that nobody knows. So,
and no explanation for how they who are going to, live among us are supposed to survive it.
Right. Yeah. It's like chemtrails. They're dumping on themselves, but that's okay because, well,
Reasons.
I don't know. Yeah, reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
See, it's not my fault.
It's the exact same thing.
So they
Yeah.
created something that's going to cut their own heads off. Is that what's?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
Seems to be what these people believe.
And some of them are so fanatical. I saw this one woman who was talking about 5G, and she says she has to wear this jacket with a copper mesh in it. It's basically a Faraday cage for her torso, and she says if she doesn't wear it, she gets sick. I was what the fuck? Is that like the placebo effects to the nth degree?
I was going to say, I bet that's entirely true because the placebo effect works.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Sure.
she recommends everybody go out and get them, and of course, she wonders why she doesn't get any calls on her phone while it's in her pocket. But that's beside the point.
She doesn't make and sell those by any chance, does she?
No, she doesn't. She bought it on Etsy or something. I don't know. I forget where. She bought it on the internet. She doesn't sell it.
It reminds me of the 5G cages that are going around. People are selling like cages that go around your router and block the 5G, and everyone's like, "But I don't get any Wi-Fi."
Well, derp.
Yeah. And oh my god,
pretty funny, isn't it?
Yeah, and
It's
it's all
fucking crazy.
and it's
It
all those
reminds
fucking
me-
things on Amazon too. You could buy them. It's like, who thinks this is a good idea?
Yeah.
It reminds
Yeah,
me
I'm going to
very
spend
much-
$300 on a router and then another how many dollars on something that renders it useless.
Right.
It's very reminiscent of the days when I worked in mobile phone support, and I constantly had this call. Hey, my new phone works great everywhere except for when I'm inside my aluminum trailer. What's going on?
It's called shielding.
Welcome to ABC Company. We provide our staff with a safe working environment with router and Faraday cages around all of our routers. Our internet sucks, but it works.
Yeah, all these Wi-Fi routers, and then there's a Cat 5 cable running all along the floor because they can't figure out how to connect to the internet otherwise.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
according to
jeez.
Barnabas, they're running along the Atlantic Ocean floor from U.S.
See,
to
that's right.
Does anything we're saying still go with the video, or have we just forgotten about that?
Yeah,
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
This nut job. So yes, maybe we should get back to it. See if he's actually going to make a point. I bet not.
I think he's going to make a pass at him, but that's just my assumption.
Questions period. Now's going to be the part where he flat smacks him and acts like he won.
Yes. Let's back claim victory.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okie doke, here we go.
No, me neither. That's because the Earth is flat and stationary. And we're handing people these little flyers. You go to the website there at the bottom, flatearth101.com, and decide for yourself.
been
Do
there.
your own research. We have over 200 proofs, but we do not want to convince you the Earth is flat. Because if we can convince you the Earth is flat, then you're no better off than when you indoctrinated someone convinced you it was a globe. We want you to go here, do the research, then you decide for yourself.
Yeah, do the
Research. In other words, read our bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Do the research, do our research, and blatantly go to our website and do the research. Don't look anywhere else.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Can I just say, look at a fucking sunset.
Yes, exactly.
And
Yeah, actually do the research. You don't need their papers.
Yeah.
And fun
Yeah.
fact, I've been to this website before. Guess what the first thing on it is? 200 proofs the Earth is not a spinning ball.
Yeah, and guess where they got that from? Yep.
It isn't a spinning ball.
That's
so-
how I started
Jetmuck.
my channel.
Yep, Jetmuck knows all about that.
I just gave Jetmuck like Vietnam flashbacks.
I'm still having
Eh,
nightmares
excuse me?
going through that fucking video.
Wow.
And they it's amazing the proofs that they'll go through and the things that they'll say, and then when you come back with something that they can't answer, like happened to me today, we get told that in this particular case that math was invented, not discovered. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but it's
Okay.
like
Yeah.
What?
it's like, they come up with their proof of flat Earth, which is usually some attack on the globe, because there is absolutely no evidence that the Earth is flat.
Let me,
And when you answer them, you give them the answer. Well, you can't use math, so your answer is now invalid, and I can ignore it. It's like, come on.
What do you mean
Yeah.
you can't use math?
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
That's
See, so
how
that's
you-
literally what I do for a living. It's kind of
that's
annoying.
That's a lot of what we know comes from. I mean,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's
Yes,
based
can't
on
use
that.
math because math was invented, not discovered.
Math-
And
math
my
is-
question to this guy was,
What does
so
that mean?
how does that's a meaningless statement. It doesn't change the fact that,
yeah. I bet you when they go to the shop and they buy something and they get their change, I bet they'd like to work it out using maths to fucking work out their change and make sure it's correct.
exactly.
Dumb fucks.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like, okay, what about pi? What about the Pythagorean theorem? Those things existed. They're relationships in nature. They have absolutely nothing to do with how we calculate them.
That's
Well,
right.
The whole math discovery versus invention, that's an old philosophical argument, right?
It is philosophy. Yes.
There's some merit to the discussion, and I think it's pretty simple. Like, to me, our language of math was invented, but it was invented as a way of expressing a discovery. 2 + 2 is 2, but our way of saying 2 + 2 is 4, but our way of saying 2 + 2 is 4 was invented.
It's
Yes.
a language at the end of the day,
it
isn't
is.
it?
That's right. And if you think about pi, so we calculate the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. Big deal. But we came up with ways to do it. And if we really think about all the things that we can calculate, even engineers and scientists and physicists, it's all the same basic methodologies. We may use it differently here or there, but it isn't as if there is you can invent different ways to calculate the same thing. It's all the same basic methodologies, differently applied.
I think
So
that's the problem with them, isn't it? It's the fact that it is the fact that it can be repeated and tested and or worked out. It's always the same outcome. So for them, that's a problem
right, it is.
because it just goes against everything for them. They have to make their own shit up.
Yeah.
Well, the physicist Sean Carroll. Anyone, you guys know who that is?
Who?
Sean Carroll.
I don't think so.
Sean Carroll. Well, he says everything physics knows about the world is. But we know everything that we can know that physics tells us. There's nothing more to know right now. That's what he's telling everyone. And he's a physicist. He says, we know everything because of what physics tells us, and there's really nothing more that we've figured out yet. So we know a lot of it. That's what he's trying to tell people. I don't know how correct that is, but that's what he was saying.
Well, I'm not sure if I buy that. I mean, we still don't know
No.
what 96% of the universe is.
Yeah.
Well, he was talking locally with what goes on physically on our planet that we can explain with physics. That if you talking about outside of our own Earth.
Sure, but even then, didn't we just recently manage to make a superconductor at room temperature?
Well, yeah. Well, that's the whole thing he was trying to explain. Like all these things that people are saying can't be explained or are being kind of what are they like hidden by science for some conspiracy reason. Or
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
It's all, where we have explanations for all that stuff. We don't have to do what these flat Earth people are doing.
Mm.
You know, make up things for what we already have explanations for. And
Right.
that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, you know, and they're hypocritical about it too. I mean, Riley himself he complains math doesn't represent reality. You can't use math to represent a reality, and yet he'll turn around and shows that I could prove density buoyancy using math. It's like, no, you can't.
Well, don't they don't? Do you know the Cavendish experiment, the one that shows?
Oh
that,
yeah, oh yes, very familiar with it. I did it in high school.
Yeah, it shows the shadows show that the things are moving and how the distance between the light and like all that stuff. It's all calculatable. It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
They're trying to dispute that. They don't dispute that, right? Because they can't.
No, they do dispute.
They dispute everything.
They do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They
A
do.
flat earther who insisted that we can't know the speed of light, even though we've known it for 200 years.
Right.
Or
I
better.
tell you what, right? The thing is, as well, everything that's designed today is designed with mathematics. Everything, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Otherwise, okay, I'll design these doors for this house, but don't bother telling me about what fucking size that door is. I'll just guess. That'll do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we need a physical tape measure to measure the distance between a certain point to another point to tell us if the world is round. Huh?
We done
Yeah,
this shit at school.
That is one of their arguments. If you can't physically measure it yourself, you can't know what it is.
Oh,
It's actually called a McNamara logical fallacy. Because just because you can't physically measure with a tape measure from here to there doesn't mean you can't figure out what that distance really is accurately, very accurately. Just talk to surveyors, theodolites, and they do it all the time. They accurately calculate distances and elevations and curvature over miles.
Right,
you know, so it's bullshit. It's a way to deny the explanations you're giving them without having to address the fact that they don't understand the math and the science behind it.
Well, when I was in the service, I was in tanks, and we had ballistic computers in our tanks, and depending on what the round was and its trajectory and the power behind it, we had to use this computer because of the curvature of the Earth.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty cool, because before I joined the Navy, I was in the National Guard. I was actually a tank turret mechanic.
Oh, were you? Oh,
Cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Those little computers.
Yeah, I worked on the M60 class turrets.
Oh, I was in M60s. Yeah, I was an M60 series tank crewman.
So
Cool.
you're like my age then, because you know the Abrams has been.
I'm in my late 50s.
Yeah, 58. Yep.
Yeah. Same here.
I love it. You guys make me feel young. I not physically, but mentally.
I was
Hats off
actually-
to you guys, man. Any fucking man who fights for their country, fucking hats off.
Thank you.
Respect.
Thank you.
Yes.
Many years ago. I'm a different
Doesn't
person than I
matter.
was.
When I went to school for that, the M1 was still experimental.
Yeah, it was just coming in when I got out. If I'd have stayed in any longer, I would have been in Afghanistan. So
yeah,
glad I got out when I got out.
All right, so we gotta run this guy anymore? Or?
Well, you know what? I fucked right up and forgot to even start the vote. So everybody, please get your votes in. I'm begging you.
Should we play a bit more?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
See what he's got.
When I approach people, I think about how I would want them to talk to me if they were bringing the subject up.
Yeah.
So I just give you the information.
Yeah, like I
and
tell people with jewelry to like educate yourself, find out.
Exactly.
Educate yourself. Go to my shitty website.
Thank you.
No problem. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Fucking words of a snake oil salesman.
Was that the end of the video?
I think so.
That was it, huh? Wow.
Oh, he calmed himself? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can I just say, right? They bring up the 200 proofs. Now, firstly, you'd only need one fucking proof, actual proof of anything. If it was fucking proof, there you go. You can't fucking deny that, right? Like you can't deny boats go over the fucking curve, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I went through that 200 proofs, there was like, in a row, pretty much, about 13 or 14 fucking, this lighthouse could be seen by this boat over this distance at night. Well, yeah, it's a fucking lighthouse. I mean, it's still fucking daylight after the sunset. You don't question that, do you, you fucking dumb fuck?
Exactly.
Oh,
And the sun is the biggest proof.
But hey, you
There's
know what
the-
I've heard? This is strange, and I want to know if any of you guys have heard this story. That the sun goes in a portal at night, and the moon comes out of its portal at night. You know,
It's
And then-
that's a biblical thing.
is
Yeah.
there actually a portal? Like they said, there's a portal for the sun and the moon that each go in consecutively when it's nighttime and daytime.
Oh, mate, we hear all kinds of fucking dumb shit.
Have you heard that?
Everybody has their own apparition for the sun, so your experience of the sun is unique to everyone else's. We've heard all kinds of fucking shit, mate.
Yeah, I've heard that one. That's actually one of the earlier versions. You know, there's actually the seeds of drawings. Basically, the Earth is a flat disk, and the moon and the sun orbit, and they go under the disk. They disappear. There's one. I've also seen the dual Earth theory, where the northern and southern hemispheres are back to back, and you know when you cross the equator, you're magically translated from one disk to the other instantaneously.
What,
There's
like a
a
game of
lot of-
asteroids when you go out the side the screen?
Yeah, exactly. The same kind of thing. It's funny as shit. And the guy is serious about this too. He's got a whole website dedicated to the evidence that he has that this is, and the two discs are separated, floating on a bed of moving ether. So wow. It's like, what kind of a bong did you have when you came up with that?
Holy shit. Yeah. What kind of mushrooms were they?
Oh dear God. Yeah. They come up with all kinds of explanations. And the problem is none of them work with each other, and they barely explain the phenomenon they're trying to describe. So, it's like, what difference does it make? We could show you how all this works with one thing, one model. We don't need to make up shit to explain this, then make up something else to explain that doesn't work with this. It's like, Jesus Christ, people.
They just have absolutely no idea. They think our model is just that model. They just don't have a grasp on what it even fucking means to have a model.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the model that we have that explains everything, it already explains everything.
Yeah, exactly. And we can not only explain everything, but we can also use it to predict what's going to happen next.
Well,
Because our
that's the
model's
main.
that
That's
good.
the main thing, is being able to make predictions.
Exactly, but like they don't, their model. Well, they don't have a model, but it's like they don't grasp any of that. They don't get that about what a model is. You know what I mean?
But they don't get anything, Jut. When you talk to these fucking morons about a model, the only thing they're thinking about is how much glue do I need to put it together.
Yeah.
Exactly that, man. Fuck
Yeah.
hell.
It's hilarious, absolutely hilarious, and it's hypocrisy too, big time hypocrisy. So
yeah,
And just plain dumb fuckery.
It is, absolutely. Globe denying the bullshit.
Well, what's next on the stupid list, Dick?
Yeah, man, drag some other fucking dumbass out from the fucking cage and let me shit all over him.
Well, I guess he just asked for the Pratt video.
Fucking
Yeah,
Pratt. Oh, yeah.
You asked for it. You're going to get it.
Yep. Yeah. There's nothing that can be done. That's what he just did.
Oh,
Fucking
no.
Daniel Pratt. Now, there's a blast from the past.
Oh, yeah.
Just
He's still going for some reason.
Yeah, he piped up again, isn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking dick.
Planet Earth! The Planet Earth! Let's go see him chained to his water heater again.
so just remember, you asked for this.
Yeah, I guess we actually did, didn't we?
Holy fuck. Dude, it's backwards. You fucking moron.
Controls. Can you read backwards? Sorry. I'm not going to flip the video. You'll have to put it in a mirror, I guess, if you can't figure it out.
Pause.
Yeah. So, I already got.
You don't know how to flip the video. Let's just be real here. It's not that you're not going to bother. You don't know how because you're a moron.
I think you have to do is press a button on your phone, right?
You have to keep in mind that it's hard to Google things one-handed when your other one is chained to the water heater. So we do have to
or busy with other things.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
That's all. I just wanted to, like, that was a clear lie, and I was definitely going to catch him in it.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, Ugly, I got the poll open now. Everybody revote. Sorry, I was late again. Drinking, what are you going to do? This will be one of the quickest votes we've ever had.
I think so.
In that case, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Video full of blatant lies and disinfo, so I will be flagging it for misinfo, spam, lies.
Pause.
I think this is why
Is he talking about his own fucking video?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Is he talking about other people's videos or?
I think he's talking about his own video because it's just lies and it needs to be reported. So he's going to spout it and report his own dumbass.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Let's listen to what he's saying.
Let's listen to what
he's babbling, but I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah.
Well, it is Pratt, so there's that. So
yeah,
they don't expect to know what he's talking about, but oh dear God.
To be fair, right, I have absolutely fucking roasted this geezer in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son Felix roasted him once in the beginning of a song of mine. He did a line. It was really funny.
Nice.
What does he call him? He says, "What a useless twit! It's a globe, you dummy."
Oh yeah, man. Oh,
that's funny.
Okay, let's see if we can figure out where the hell he's going with this.
Yeah.
Frustrate these globe heads so much because I will not tolerate their lies. I will not put up with their lies. Instead, what I love to do is once again highlight how they refuse to do the science to prove their claims. They know that I know.
We already had you stupid dumb
is
fuck. We've been doing it for 2,500 years.
Fuck
all I have to
it,
do to prove that is to stand up.
Okay,
He's saying the same shit over and over again. Pratt has been saying this shit over and over again. He's gone quiet, right? And then he's got bored, right, making candles because he's probably had another crack at that. Don't know if any of you know about that. But, yeah. So, now he's piped up and, like, he hasn't really fucking kept up to date. So he's spouting the same bollocks he was spouting fucking 5-6 months ago.
Yes. Kevin, you wanted to pause?
No, I wanted to go back and actually hear what he said, but it's already been gonged.
Yeah, that's okay because It's bullshit because he was saying that globe earthers don't do the science. No, the science has already been done. There's literally tens of millions of pages of peer-reviewed, published data, not only peer-reviewed, but peer-reviewed again by other people to use in their projects. I mean, this is there, and yet there is not a single thing that he's going to point to that has anything to do with proving the flat earth. Everything he's got is some sort of attack on the globe that is contrary to science. Well, it's a scientific fact. The earth is a globe in a barycentric model, floating in space, in our galaxy, in our universe, our local galactic cluster, whatever you want, however far out you want to go. But it is all out there as peer-reviewed scientific fact, verifiable, testable scientific fact.
Exactly. You said barycentric. Does that refer? I'm guessing that refers to the point around which the solar system actually rotates instead of the sun.
Yes, it's actually not in the exact center of the sun. The mass distribution. It's still effectively I should have just said heliocentric. It's
that's an interesting term. I'd never heard it, and I like it 'cause it's more accurate.
It is, and there's actually also barycenters. Like there's a center of mass of the Earth Moon relationship. There is a center of mass relationship between the Earth and the Sun, and it's actually kind of pretty cool when you go through it.
Is that why if they try and put something in orbit around the moon, they can't keep it up there for more than like 8 or 9 years?
I'm not sure about that. Probably.
Yeah,
that probably has to do with the Earth pulling on it, right?
Yeah,
no, it's something to do with obviously the Earth pulling on the moon, but obviously the gravitational pull is, or there's more mass on one side of the moon as well, which is obviously the side.
Tidal locking.
Then that's the because of the tidal locking.
Oh, interesting.
So, there isn't much gravitational pull from the moon itself. You have to constantly correct to maintain an orbit over any given period, long periods of time on the moon. Jeez, you have your hand up.
So there's two things. First of all, there's a super chat from Mr. Nielsen for 50 Donkey Kong dollars. Is that PhD Tony? I really can't tell the difference. Pratt opens his mouth. Oh, it's just Pratt. Second thing is, what the gong cut off is actually one of the most ridiculous flat Earth debunks I think Daniel Pratt's ever done. In that he thought he just disproved the globe Earth model by jumping up and landing back in the same place that he jumped up from, because the ground didn't move 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's his big thing is I jump up and I land right where I jumped up from, so that proves the Earth isn't rotating.
Yeah,
it's like,
he did this one spew. It was amazing. If you were to fly off a mountain with a hang glider that's going in the backwards, against the rotation of Earth, you could never then catch up to the mountain to land on it again.
And literally a dick. I mean, let's face it. He had a fucking tube of red liquid, stuck it over a barbecue, and then questioned why it when he bent it didn't stay in the barbecue where there was more mass.
Yeah.
Does he realize he's actually within the gravity field? Does he actually?
No, he does not. Yeah, and this whole jumping and all that is what it really is his lack of understanding of the model he's trying to debunk. He's debunking the wrong thing. And this is what they all do. It's like, helicopters should be able to fly. Hot air balloons should be able to fly because the Earth is rotating underneath them. No. If you understood the model you're trying to debunk, then what you should be talking about is the planetary boundary layer, that the atmosphere moves with the surface of the Earth. That's the first thing you need to debunk, not jumping up and down or flying in a fucking helicopter.
Well, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but you absolutely could jump and have the Earth move beneath you if you were able to jump about 75 kilometers-ish in the air.
Probably could, yeah. Then you have the Coriolis
in the upper atmosphere.
Yes, yeah. Oh dear God.
So the Hulk could do it, but we can't.
No, yeah, pretty much we can't. So maybe Michael Jordan, but other than that,
yeah. Also, Stephen Cup-Reason, I think I saw your hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate what Mike said about expecting us to do the science for them. I mean, like Mike said, the science has already been done. I did a video about that a while ago. It's my biggest pet peeve with these fucking idiots. We've had the science for 2,500 fucking years, and we continue to develop that science and better the world. And then 100 years ago, these dumb intellectually stunted morons who can't even understand the curvature of their own ass come around and say we have to do the fucking science for them. Fuck you, you idiots. The burden of proof is on you. You're the moron that can't accept what's real.
Exactly. And every time we bring up that body of evidence, that all the peer-reviewed published data, the first thing that comes out of their mouths is, appeal to authority, logical fallacy, appeal to authority. Well, it's actually not an appeal to authority, logical fallacy, you guys. There is exceptions to just about every logical fallacy out there. Almost all of them. And the one exception to the appeal to authority is actually what's called deferral to authority. And the difference is when you're deferring to authority, it's actually an accepted authority by the majority of the planet, majority of whoever it would be that needs to accept that. So the data that we're talking about is a deferral to authority, not appeal to authority. So, you can't just dismiss it. You have to address it. And that's what they do. They claim logical fallacy so they don't have to address the body of evidence, so they can make up their own disproof of like gravity or whatever. Cheesemondo.
I've just accidentally typed something into Rider of Dinosaurs Discord and not ours, so that's something I'm going to have to explain away. But in the meantime, we had a super chat from Mr. Nielsen for $100 Donkey Kong dollars. So there is this new channel, The Four Swordsmen. You should find it. They are brand new, but I bet you would love the content they might get around to put out. Absolutely. And I will find the link to their channel and throw it in the description of this video.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have heard of that coming, and I was kind of intrigued. I can't wait to see it. Kevin.
Same here.
Kevin, you got your hand up?
Well, to kind of add on to what Mike was saying about them calling fallacy and things like that, the other thing they forget is that outside of the debate world, nobody cares if you say, well, that's a fallacy. A statement that uses fallacious reasoning is not inherently wrong.
Right.
I could say something that uses the worst logic ever and still be 100% correct. It's just you can't use my reasoning to get to that conclusion. And my biggest issue with fallacies is that the issue of the shape of the Earth left the debate sphere about, like Steaming said, about 2,500 years ago. Yes. The debate stopped and the research started, and never stopped, except flat earthers just like stood around from the sidelines and were like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Tennessee, what are we gonna do now? Oh dear God.
Can you not fucking see my hand up?
No. I'm sorry.
No, man. I keep putting it up, bringing it down again, putting it up. I'm like, what the fuck? Am I invisible or what? I mean, I wanted to say fucking ages ago that Daniel Anus fucking Dribble Pratt, way back when I first started my channel, I'd done a video on him, and he tried to calculate, the famous bowling ball and feather in the vacuum chamber.
Yeah.
Right. he tried to say, well, obviously, if there's no atmosphere in there, then the Earth would just rapidly spin instantly beneath it. And he tried to calculate by, using all his, well, okay, it fell for so many seconds, so he calculated, and it was like about 1,700 meters or something away it would be, or something stupid like that. And I'm like, how the fuck do you come up with that?
and does he realize that he's really trying to apply the Coriolis effect?
I don't think he realizes that either.
No, I'm sure he
realizes
didn't.
what he's trying to apply. He's just sat there and thought, yeah, I'll just that makes sense. Yeah, that's it then.
Yeah, and I'm sure he didn't do the math himself. He probably had his kid do it for him. So
yeah,
because I'm sure he could barely spell math, let alone actually do any.
Yeah, true.
Sorry, I didn't see your hand up, Jet.
That's all right.
All right, what's up next there, Dick?
I think we're
how are we doing?
We're on the way to a wrap up, are we not?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Gio just took off to have a smoke, and I don't even think he's back yet. So we have to give him a couple of minutes. Oh, he is back. Okay. I just looking. Because we could shift it over, wrap here and shift it over to the after show, and we'll just keep the same meats and everything, right?
Cool. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I guess it's time for me to shut up and for Cheese to talk then.
Caught me out. I don't know what I'm going to say. Thank you to, as always, thank you to everyone in the side chat. And thank you to Geo Sam. Link to Sam's channel is in the description of this video. I will find the Four Swordsmen and drop that in. And my channel for the after show. Thank you all. Love you loads.
Cool. So what do you say? It's let's just say a quick goodbye and we'll get the after show rocking. Good night, everybody.
Sounds good. Good night.
Fucking see you later.
Beautiful.